Welcome back to the F3 Northeast Way Q Source podcast. I'm your host, Monty Pitt. This week, we keep moving right along, and we're in the last quadrant of the book. Chapter this week is Q4.7, Equipping, Matching a Team's Members to its Mission. Really appreciate my guest last week on a roundtable leadership discussion, kind of impromptu at Smooth Joe. Thanks for joining me, guys. And I want to do a short video. This is a topic that I'm super passionate about as I've built teams. And it's really a topic about a leader formulating the dream team full of the right people, getting them in the right role with the right mission, essential tasks, and continuing to steward those relationships in the team and equip it to be able to do more. You know, part of leaving a legacy, which is what the quadrant 4 is really about. It's leave right, leaving a legacy. We're moving from just leading people by telling them what to do, and now we're leaving a legacy where we're training and building up, making room for other leaders, and then we see our role as just a facilitator of the greater process, giving room for the different experts to be able to lead in their own right. And so I think about this topic, and I think about these two really kind of critical books in my leadership education. And if you haven't heard me reference them yet, and they're not in your leadership library, they should be. We have Good to Great by Jim Collins, really kind of the foundation of the concept that Dredd is teaching here. And then finally, I'm going to talk about 6 types of working genius, which is kind of how to take this principle of equipping and actually do it. You know, I really appreciate this part of the book. Dredd has given some very practical things to leading teams. Clearly, he's done this before. And I really appreciate that. So if we think about equipping, really what Dredd is saying is first, we want to get the right people on the team. Right, and then so in Good to Great, Jim Collins studied these companies that had been around a long time, and he followed the ones that were good companies that all of a sudden became great companies. And he noticed some things that they did really well. And one thing that they did is they said, first who, then what? First who, then what? So as a leader, the first thing you need to do is figure out who. Who do I need to add to the team? And Jim Collins would say, we want to get them on the bus. First, we want to find the people that are a good culture fit, they align with the mission, they play nice with others, and rather than focusing on the skill set they bring, let's get the right person, the who, that's the culture fit for the organization. Let's get them on the bus. And then once they're on the bus, once they're on the team, then we're going to get them moved around and put in the right seat where they can do the right METs, mission essential tasks, what Dredd says, so that they can be a contributing member of the team. So Good to Great, great book, but essentially we're getting the right people on the bus, and then they're going to get them in the right seat. Well, how do we know when someone's in the right seat? If you've led teams before, I'm sure that this will sound familiar. I've had a number of people that had the resume. They also had the personality, and we hired them for a task. And they were culture fit, they had the right values, the resume said that they were qualified. I bring this person on the team, and it didn't work. What in the world was going on here? This was an all-star I got on my team, and it didn't work. Well, it was the story of my construction planner on my team now, who was an incredibly important member of my team. This guy had been in the building space for 30 plus years, could build anything, tremendous character, great culture fit, and we hired him to come in to be a senior project manager, and it didn't work. He couldn't fulfill the job the way we wanted it done, and it drove us crazy because he was such an expert. Well, about that time, we started reading this book, 6 Types of Working Genius, and this has a personality assessment that comes with it, and this is the best personality assessment for work. It's not the DISC profile. It doesn't tell you if you're introvert or extrovert or emotional or not. This helps you figure out which types of work, what task, what mission essential tasks, the Dredd would say, are life-giving, that I'm a genius in, what mission essential tasks I'm just okay at, And then what tasks that the team needs that are frustrating. They take the life out of me. I don't do a good job at. And this was incredible. So we took this personality assessment, and it affected me and my partner so greatly. Like, we need everybody to take it immediately. And so we bought it for the whole team. We had everybody take it immediately as a group, sitting at the meeting conference room table, and immediately we analyzed it, and our eyes lit up. It gave us the language to understand our team like we never had before. And immediately upon seeing the results, we understood the people on our team. And what we understood was, what are the types of tasks that they are a genius at and life-giving, and what are the tasks that frustrate them? And we immediately started shuffling the deck, and we realized we have the right people on the bus, but they are in the wrong seats. And so we started moving people around, and over about the next 6 months, we had 2 or 3 people get moved into a long-term position. We had one person two people actually, they got removed off the team. And now we have this incredible team where everybody belongs on the bus, and they're all in the right seat, because we help them and us identify what are the tasks that they should be doing. So that's the chapter in a nutshell, that you recruit the right people. And so we kind of have 3 major it's kind of a pyramid of hiring criteria that we use. So first and foremost, it's character. You got to have good character or you're not on the team. Okay? You can have the best resume ever. If you don't have the character, you can't join our team. So that's number 1. If you have the character, then we'll look at number 2. And number 2 is chemistry. Can you fit? Do you have the right personality fit? Are you a culture fit? Okay? So culture and chemistry, right? So you have character, you fit with the culture, and then we look at competency, which looks at the specific resume and skill set that you have. But we've hired people that didn't have the competency, that were great character fit, great culture fit, and then they learned the skills that they needed to be competent at the roles. One of my senior leaders in our company started at the bottom rung and now runs the whole production side of our business. And he was brand new to the industry. Why? Because he had strong character, and he was a great culture fit, and he was hungry to learn, and we added to his skill set very quickly. So that's what you do as a leader. You get the right people on the bus. Use an assessment like the Working Genius to put the people who belong in the right seat. Equip them with the processes and the support, and remove the people that don't belong on the bus, because nothing will weight your bus down like some dead weight. And so sometimes you want to get those people off the team, and it's amazing what removing people from the team can really do, because I've also had to remove people from a team that had a great character, that also were a really good culture fit, but they didn't have the competency for the role, and we thought they could add it to them, and they weren't able, and they held everybody back. And so sometimes you remove people from the team, especially if they don't have the character and they don't fit with the culture. You get them out of the way, and the team just starts to move forward, and it's amazing. So, short episode. Hope that you will read these 2 books. They make a big difference. You can kind of sum up these 2 books in the chapter, Equipping. We'll see you this week at the Q Source table.